everyone. Today's video I'll be showing you how I did my vintage inspired romantic manicure. It has both stamped elements and also some hand-drawn foiled elements that I'll be showing in the demo today. A few of the products that you're going to need are a pink gel polish. In this instance I used Madame Glam number 990. This is their baby pink color. I also used IBD Just Gel Polish Cashmere Blush. This was just to tone down that baby pink a little bit. To distress, as like in this one, I used Teddy Brown by First Gel. This is a wonderful line of gel paints from Germany. To draw out the foiled areas, I used a black gel paint from eBay, LV May. This is not specifically marketed for a foiling gel, however it works fantastic for this purpose. So once again, I did find this on eBay. You'll of course need some nail art foil. I got this off of dollarnailart.com. And you'll also need some stamping plates. In this case I used the Moira number 5. This is the number 5 vintage stamping plate, and we'll be using this image from that plate as well as the script image from the plate. So we'll go ahead and get started. To save some time, I already did up my samples here with, this one has one coat of the Madame Glam pink. This one has one coat of the Cashmere Blush, and over that I simply painted another coat of the pink. And to create my little cutout area, I painted the pink, and then I came in and just cleaned up that line with a brush and a little bit of alcohol. And once you get your design the way that you like it, you'll go ahead and cure that. Both samples have had the sticky layer removed with alcohol, and now we're ready to go ahead and stamp our design. So we'll do this one first. These Moira plates are really beautiful, beautiful plates. They, I'll provide a link for you guys down below where you can purchase them. I got mine off of Wild Side Nails. These are a Hungarian product. Let me get that white out of there. It creates a little too much glare. And for the stamping polish, I did choose my Conad brown, again to kind of go for that kind of antiqued sepia kind of look. Now I don't need the entire image. In fact, the only part that I really wanted to use was this top portion right here. So that's what I'll do, just kind of aim for that particular area, or because this is a clear stamper, you can look right down the barrel of that and see where you're actually placing your stamp, if you can see that. So that's a nice way to utilize your clear stamper. Now I'm just going to clean up the area that I got over there on the pink with just a little bit of acetone, straight acetone. I'm going to clean that brown off. All right, once you have that cleaned off, we'll go ahead and again, just to tone down the baby pink a little bit, I'm going to use the cashmere blush and just a light thin coat over everything. And this will also help kind of blur that stamp a little bit, which kind of lends to the vintage feel of this. And we'll cure that for 30 seconds. All right, once that comes out in the lamp, I'm going to go ahead and take the sticky layer off, and then we're going to distress this. And we'll be doing that with our first gel, Teddy Brown. You can use any brown gel polish. This is just what I happen to have on hand. Gel paint, gel polish. And again, it doesn't take much. I'm just going to use a small art brush here. This is one of my older brushes. It's kind of nice for this because it kind of was getting a little ragged there on the end, and it kind of helped with doing this kind of vintage distressing look here. So all I did was I came in, again, you don't need much, and just around this area, just to kind of give it a shadowed area. Just dabbed in that brown a little bit. Don't worry if you get too much. And then I'd come in with my fingertip and just kind of pat into the brown, kind of smooth out some areas that might look a little rough. All right, once you get your distressing the way you like it, cure that in the lamp. All right, now that's out of the lamp. We're going to start our foil design, but before we do, we're going to top this with a top coat. Now, I'm going to use my Pink Gelac No Wipe top coat. I'm using this instead of my Accents, which is my preferred one because I'm kind of running low on that one. So I'll use this one instead. The reason for it is you don't want the foil to stick anywhere but the black that you're painting. So the No Wipe has no sticky layer whatsoever. So this will help when you paint the black design over it. This will help as far as not getting the foil where you don't want it. So give that a nice even coat, and then pop that into the lamp, and we'll come right back. All right, that's out of the lamp, and again, there's no sticky layer on that, so you do not need to remove anything. And we're going to go ahead and start doing our design for the foil. And again, this is the black, very, very pigmented black. A tip about using these very thick type pigmented gels is, since they are so thick and especially this black, it does not cure all the way through if you use too thick of a layer when you're painting. So use the black sparingly, get a nice even and opaque coat, but go thin on it when you can. Otherwise, it will basically cure like a skin on top, and it will leave the center uncured. And I had some instances where when I was practicing, I had actually some kind of squish out from a thicker end that I was foiling, and you don't want that. So use this sparingly and you'll be just fine with it. So I'm using a dotting tool to form the dots around that curved area. Fine. And again, I'm using my Crystal Nail Zero Short brush. Very, very fine brush. All right, once you get your design, now you're going to cure this. All right, our design is out of the lamp, and one tip that I've found in my experimentation is that it's best to let this cool down once it comes out of the lamp. It does seem to help with the stickiness of the inhibition layer, and instead of doing it right away while it's still warm. So I'm going to set this aside for probably about 2-3 minutes, where we'll go on and move to the other nail while we're doing that, and then we'll come back to this and then we'll foil it. So we'll set that aside, and we'll get our other sample nail here. Once again, 1 coat of the baby pink, and once again we'll be taking our stamping plate. I'll try not to blind you with the plate here. We're going to use that script image, again using our Conad brown. And then we'll take our nail. Now on this I didn't want to do a straight across with the script, so I kind of did this as far as stamping it on an angle with the nail. Okay, I'm going to take that off because I didn't get all the way down here, so I will be right back. All right, so now I have a better stamp on that, and now I'm going to, again, to tone down that pink a little bit and to kind of haze out that stamp a little and make it a little less sharp. We'll do a light coat of the IBD Cashmere Blush. And we'll cure that. All right, we'll go ahead and remove the sticky layer from this. I'm going to distress it like I did the other nail with the Teddy Brown. All right, once you get your distressing the way you like it, we're going to go ahead and cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds. All right, we'll go ahead and top that with our no wipe top coat. Once again, this is our first nail that has been sitting for a couple of minutes, and it's ready to foil now. Another tip about the foils is a lot of them, this is a relative, the Dollar Nail Art one here is a very thin foil. Thinner seems to be better in my opinion. They almost all come with some sort of silver, generally silver backing, and some of them have more, might even have like a kind of a sepia toned or a brownish type backing. One tip is to remove a little bit of that coating that's on the back with just a little bit of alcohol. So I'm just taking a little bit of alcohol right here on the edge of my paper towel here, and I'm just going to take that little bit of film off the back of the foil very lightly, and then we're going to let that dry before we foil. I'm using 2 different pieces of foil for my nails. I have foiled before where when I didn't remove that kind of hazy looking film that's on the back of it, and when I went to actually go foil, that is all that came off on the foil. So it does help to remove it if you can. All right, so that's dried. A second tip about foiling, there's no need to press really, really hard into the design. You need a firm press, but not hard, and you need to be quick about it, almost like you're kind of ripping off a Band-Aid. So firm and then rip, firm and then rip. Move around your foil to make sure that you're getting areas that aren't used. Firm press and then pull up quickly. Another firm press, and just any areas that you may have missed, move around to a piece that's not used and press and pull up, press and pull up. But again, it doesn't take a lot of pressure. In fact, if you press too hard, all it's going to do is kind of squish it around into that sticky layer, and you don't want that. So there is our foil design. And now you're ready to go ahead and top coat this. I would suggest, if you're going to want to have a lasting effect with the foil, you can see here on this where the foil has come off on the black. That's because I only did one coat, and then the day that I finished this manicure, I actually cleaned the house, and scrubbing sinks and so forth caused that top coat to kind of wear away a little bit, and now you see a little bit of the black. Actually, I don't mind. It kind of lends to the antique look, but if you want a full coverage foil look, then go ahead and apply 2 layers of the top coat to your foil. So we'll go ahead and top coat this, and then we'll get to our other nail in just a moment. We'll be right back. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and paint our design on the script nail here. I didn't do anything, it was more just a random kind of abstract thing that I chose to do, but you can certainly do anything that you'd like. Just a few bold lines and some flourishes is what I chose. All right, so once you get your design there, once again, we'll cure this in the LED lamp for 30 seconds. All right, so the black is cured. I've let it sit for a few minutes, and now we're ready to come in with our foil and two coats to make sure that your design lasts. And we'll cure that and be right back. All right, so here we have our completed nail design. So it's really not that hard, and it's nice when you combine some stamping elements with some hand-drawn elements. I hope you have found the tutorial helpful. If you guys have any questions for me, as always, you can leave them down at the bottom. I'll answer them as soon as I can. And as always, I do appreciate everyone's support. I'll also provide links to the products that I used. If I can find them, I will put them in the About section, and you guys can click on those to purchase any products that you like. And until next time, I will see you guys later.